Hey guys, right here I have a 2014 Audi A1 Sportback 1.6 TDI Sport. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key. Let's go ahead and start it up first. This A1 does have a 5-speed manual, and to start, put your foot on the clutch, insert the key into the slot right here, and twist it like you would in a normal car. The pre-facelift A1 comes with an electro-hydraulic rack and pinion power steering system. Standard on the Sport trim is a leather-wrapped sports steering wheel with sport grips at the 10 and 2 o'clock positions. The pre-facelift A1 with the 1.6 TDI engine is paired exclusively to a 5-speed manual transmission. To engage reverse, push the gear lever down and then all the way to the left and up. Upon engaging reverse, the rear parking sensors automatically activate. The rear parking sensors come as part of the comfort package which has been specified on this A1. The base of the gear lever and the parking brake is wrapped in leather as well. Safety features of the A1 Sport includes 6 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist, electronic stability program, traction control, electronic differential lock, tire pressure monitoring system, an alarm system with immobilizer, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the front passenger seat and the outer rear seats. As usual, let's turn on the hazards, lights, front and rear fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. The A1 Sport comes as standard with 16-inch 10-spoke design alloy rims. The rims on this A1 are wrapped in Continental Conti Premium Contact 2 215/45 R16 tires. Ventilated disc brakes are found in front and there are solid disc brakes out back. The front suspension gets McPherson struts while the rear gets a torsion beam setup. The Sport trim also does have a sports suspension setup with stiffer springs and damper settings. The A1 is Audi's entry into the highly competitive B-segment Super Mini market. It was originally launched in 2010 at the Geneva Motor Show with no direct predecessor. However, it does have a very distant relative in the form of the Audi 50, Audi's Super Mini that was on sale in the 70s. The A1 is built on the same PQ25 platform that also underpins other VW Group products such as the Mark V Volkswagen Polo and the Mark IV Seat Ibiza. The A1 was initially made available only as a 3-door hatchback with the 5-door Sportback body style following in November 2011. The A1 recently received a facelift for the 2015 model year. This A1 comes with a 1.6 litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, turbo diesel inline 4 with common rail direct injection. The engine produces 103 horsepower at 4400 rpm and 250 Nm of torque between 1500 and 2500 rpm. 0 to 62 miles per hour or 0 to 100 kilometers per hour is achieved in 10.7 seconds, all the way to a 118 miles per hour or 190 kilometers per hour top speed. The fuel tank carries 45 liters of diesel and the combined fuel consumption is 74.3 miles per gallon or 3.8 liters per 100 kilometers. 99 grams of carbon dioxide is emitted per kilometer and the A1 is front-wheel drive. The A1 made its UK debut back in November 2010, while the A1 Sportback debuted in early 2012. UK trim levels include the base SE, the mid-range Sport, and the top-of-the-line S-Line. There is also the S-Line Style Edition and the Black Edition. The A1 does have a hot hatch version in the form of the S1. A full list of 2014 Audi A1 Sportback variants available in the UK is listed out in the description box below this video. Exterior features of the A1 Sport includes manual leveling halogen reflector headlights, halogen daytime running lights, front and rear fog lights, indicators on the side mirrors, LED rear number plate lights, body-colored side mirrors and door handles, and a single polished exhaust pipe. As part of the comfort package, the A1 also receives automatic headlights and automatic wipers. You do have your speaker down there together with a bottle holder and some storage. And right here you do have your mirror controls, your window controls. All of the windows in this car are fully automatic in both ways. And your window lock. Right here you do have your central locking buttons. And right here you have the button to turn off the interior sensors for the alarm system. Adjustable aircon vents, and to the left of the headlight switch you have the levers to adjust the level of the headlight as well as a lever to adjust the interior brightness. The driver's seat in this A1 Sportback Sport does get full manual adjustments. This knob controls your seat back. This knob controls your lumbar support. This lever controls your seat height. And that lever down there controls your seat position. Alright. So let's go ahead and see how she revs. The A1 Sportback in Sport trim does come standard with a single zone automatic climate control system with all of your controls located right down here. It is quite simple to use. You do have your fan speed in the middle, temperature to the left, different modes to the right, recirculation, air conditioning, front defrost, automatic mode, and your rear defrost is located right down here, right next to the button to turn off the vehicle's traction control. And right here you do have your tire pressure initialization button. Right down here you do have a bit of storage together with a power outlet as well as a couple of cup holders. This A1 has been specified with the technology package which brings Audi's MMI system, a 6.5-inch high-resolution color display, navigation, various media connectivity options, a 40GB hard disk drive which is partitioned into 20GB for the navigation data and 20GB for storing music, and 8 speakers for the sound system. I must say, for a stock sound system, the speakers in the A1 do sound quite good. The display right above is controlled using your set of controls right down here. You do have your volume and power knob, your shortcut buttons for your tone, car, radio, media, telephone, menu, navigation, and information. You do have your C-track buttons right here, your back button, this knob that goes up, down, left, right, scrolls to the left, scrolls to the right, and clicks down for enter. You also do have your 4-quadrant buttons, which is a feature of Audi's MMI system. Your 2 SD card slots right here, and your CD player right above. It is MP3 compatible. The eject button for the CD player is right here. We are currently in your main Bluetooth audio streaming menu with your current song playing information. You can see the title, artist, album, and elapsed time for the song. If you want to go to copy, hit the top left button. For functions, hit the bottom left button. Under functions, you can play pause, rewind, fast forward, go forward a song, go back a song, bring up your track information, and hit the top right button to change your to a different media source. You do have CD, auxiliary, USB, Bluetooth audio streaming, DVD, jukebox, and all that. You can store music on the car's system, so you do not need to bring your media device every time you want to listen to your music. And for settings, hit the bottom right button. You can access your Bluetooth settings, your jukebox memory status, and delete the jukebox. To go back to the main menu, hit the menu button right here. And right here we are in your main menu. You can see all the different menus, and all those menus actually correspond with the different shortcut buttons right down here, so you do not actually need to go back to the main menu every time you want to go to that particular menu. Alright, so let's go to the menu that's on the far right, and that is your tone. For tone, you can adjust your speed, volume, bass, treble, balance and fader. And on the 4 quadrants, you can adjust the tone for different options such as your navigation, entertainment systems and telephone. And next up we do have radio. In radio you can access your FM, AM and DAB digital radio menus, look at the list of available radio stations in the area, so on and so forth. If you go to media, it basically brings us back to the current media playing menu, or the menu that we were just in. And right here we do have navigation. Use the knob to zoom in and out of the map. And if you push the knob up, down, left or right, it basically enters the interactive maps. To exit the interactive map, hit the back button. And again, you do have your 4 quadrants. For tour, top left. For traffic information, top right. For destination input, bottom left. And right here you can enter an address, look at your directory, favorites, via the map, start the guidance, points of interest and your last destinations. And for your settings, it is the bottom right. Right here you can set your route criteria, automatic day-night mode, map type, map content, voice guidance and all that. To the right, you do have a bunch of information for the maps or navigation. You do have your how far you have zoomed in. Right here, it tells you your estimated time of arrival and distance to destination if you do have your navigation active, and your elevation. Next up, we do have your traffic information. Next up, we do have your Bluetooth telephone menu, where you can listen to your voicemail, dial a number, look at your phone book, look at your call lists. On the bottom right, you can access your settings with your call options, telephone settings, and your Bluetooth settings. On the top right, you can access your call list as well. Your car information. With your vehicle settings, you can set what this button on the steering wheel does. You can also set your lights, locks and all that. You can even access your owner's handbook via the top right button, so you do not actually need to refer to the paper book every time you want to learn about the car. Your driver assist settings, your air conditioning settings, and your service indicators and your chassis number. And back to the main menu, you also do have a couple of quadrants for the main menu. Hit the top left button to access your time. You can set your time, date, time source and all that. And hit the top right button to access your MMI setup with your language, units, brightness, restore back to factory settings, perform a system update, version information, and all that. And that's about it. Right up here, you have the button to turn off your auto start-stop system, but if you do have the system activated, the engine will momentarily shut off when you arrive at a stop, such as a traffic light or a traffic jam, to save that extra bit of petrol or diesel depending on what the car is running on. Electronic central locking. On the steering wheel, the right spoke houses your volume control, your programmable button as shown earlier. You can select what this button performs.
Navigation is not active.
This button brings up your navigation guidance instructions if you do have your navigation active, and your voice control. Help.
You can operate many functions of the MMI quickly and easily with the speech dialogue system. You can interrupt the speech dialogue at any time by pressing the talk button on the steering wheel to enter a command. You can say help or cancel at any time.
Cancel.
Cancel.
Now, if you activated voice control and you did not know what to say, just ask for help, and the system will list out a list of commands and what commands you can say and all that. On the left spoke, you do have your controls for your multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. The left and right arrows go through your different main menus. This one goes through the different sub-menus, and this one brings up the options for that particular menu. Right now, we do have your driving data with your distance traveled, average speed, average fuel consumption, elapsed time, instant fuel consumption, and the same set of data but for trip 1, range, and your date. Hit this button, and it brings up your car functions. You can select your driving data, efficiency program, digital speedometer, which also brings your driving data down below, and turning off the display. Next up, we do have your audio menu. Pressing this button brings up your source list, so you can select your media source right here instead of going through the display in the center. Your Bluetooth telephone menu, pressing that button, you can look at your calls and your phone book. And lastly, your navigation. Right now, navigation is not active, but if you do have navigation active, it will show up your guidance instructions right here as well. But now it's just showing the compass. Again, pressing this button, it will bring up a list of navigation options if you do have navigation active. Within the driving data display, you also do have your time, audio information right at the top, your mileage and trip meter, and your outside temperature down below. On the right stalk, you do have your wiper controls, and on the left stalk, you do have your indicator controls. On the bottom left stalk, you do have your cruise control, and the steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it via this lever right here. you do have a bit of storage right here. Auto dimming, rear view mirror, and your interior lights right above. They are LED powered. The sun visor for the driver's side does have a vanity mirror and a couple of LED lights. And the driver's side does get a grip handle. Alright. So I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. You do have your speaker down there together with a bottle holder and some storage, and your window control right here. The rear seats in this A1 do fold down. They split 60-40 when folding, and to fold them down, first make sure the headrests are all the way down. Then locate the levers on either sides of the headrests, pull it, and flip the seat back down. You can move the seat belt out of the way if you do not want the seat belt obstructing you. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is a lot of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat, but I do get only about this much leg room and about this much headroom. It is actually quite cramped back here. It's not the most spacious among its rivals, but at least the seats are comfortable. No rear center armrest for this one. But you do have your interior lights right above. They are LED powered as well. And you do have hooks on the B pillars. To open up the rear hatch, go towards the rear hatch itself and locate a touchpad right beneath the Audi badge. The A1's boot measures 270 litres with the rear seats in place and 920 litres with the rear seats folded and the cargo cover removed. There is a hook to the right of the boot to hang items on, as well as an LED light that illuminates the area. Under the boot floor is a bit of storage. The A1's boot space reduces a bit when the technology package is fitted. You do have adjustable headrests front and rear. You do have your window control right here, some storage down there together with your bottle holder and speaker. The front passenger seat does get full manual adjustments as well, with the same set of adjustments as the driver's side, including your height adjustment and lumbar support. Quite a nicely sized glove box for this kind of car. You do have your Audi music interface port right in here as well. Basically, you can purchase many types of cables that plugs into that port, and on the other end of that cable can either be your USB port, auxiliary port, iPod connectivity and all that. I did forget to mention this earlier on, but the display can actually be folded away if you did not want to look at the display. Group handle. And the sun visor for the passenger side does get a vanity mirror and LED lights as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2014 Audi A1 Sportback 1.6 TDI Sport. Thanks for watching and goodbye.